So problems we encountered, we are based in the UK, but we cover Europe, Middle East, Africa mainly, and obviously language barriers are numerous around them areas. We have customers coming onto our website, not always going to call in, so they would send an email, then that email chain can go on for days sometimes with different time differences. So the web chat facility was something we really wanted to look at, capture the customer straight away, capture the customer's needs, have that conversation, but more importantly, obviously the translation on there. So the customer based in a non-English speaking country would speak in their language, it come through as a translate into English. We speak back in English and it translates into their language on there. So one of the key things was sort of with our website, we had kind of we have over sort of 10 million, 11 million parts listed on our website, and it's not always explained what we have in stock and what we don't have in stock. So one of the key reasons to try and capture a customer, capture what they need, let them know we have it in stock or what we can get in stock on lead times, etc. That way you've kind of closed the sale quicker than you would be having an email conversation with these customers in Europe, Africa, Middle East. And then obviously sort of with that came the translation format over on the web chat facility itself. We searched for a solution by sort of looking on other websites and how the sort of international websites worked with phone numbers, etc. We do have phone numbers in Germany, France and Spain where they call their own number and it directs to Madrid, for example, and then into our office. But obviously that didn't cover the whole of the countries we needed. So web chat was certainly something we put forward to our bosses to say that it works on other websites. And one of my boss knew somebody who worked here, so literally just a call in and they came in and give their presentation and it fulfilled all our needs we needed really. Most attractive things really, the company is local, only based up the road from where we are. My line manager knew one of the sales guys here, so conversation happened over the phone. He was in that same week giving a presentation on what they could offer us and what we needed from them. He fulfilled all our needs basically from that day. We then had a few conversations what I needed extra, which happened then from sort of speaking eventually with Sam, who came on board as a project manager, and sort of since then everything I've asked for has been done. Major benefits have been sort of sales figures. They've increased overnight. The last sort of 6-7 months, we've had sort of big dramatic sales figures with everything that's come on web chat. If not a sales figure, then we've been able to capture customers' needs, Middle East, Africa and Europe, what their business does, how we can help them. One thing we did kind of worry about would be customers coming on asking a non-sales question, technical questions, which only the sales guys have access to chat. Maybe one a day, if that, and we can then send an email to that customer, let them know which email they need to direct their questions to. One major thing with Parker software, the dynamic invites, we implemented that I think 3 months into the project, and overnight we saw our web chat conversations almost double. The button was moved to the middle, it was made a bit larger, and it really was sort of overnight we saw them double, so that was fantastic. The business process that solution helps, again as we mentioned with Europe, Africa and Middle East, time difference, language barriers, and with a few of my team, if they have an email conversation, customers might have left for the day, then you don't get back to the next day. A few of my team don't have emails on their phone at night. So you can have a conversation immediately on web chat, find out what that customer needs, what we need to get an answer within 5 minutes. And it literally is, we do have it as a chat and not a conversation, because I don't like getting my team too hung up on wasted time on a conversation on that. It's certainly obviously enhanced our sales, as mentioned before. We've captured more and more customers in and around them areas. And one thing we've now realised mainly that in Middle East, they obviously have so much money, they only want new parts, because we also sell used items as well, and we do a repair, but they just want new. So we kind of know not to waste our time on trying to sell them anything that we've got refurbished in our stock, or anything that's on a repair, for example. So the extra services sort of that benefited from, again I go back to the question, what was attractive for us with Parker. is the localisation of the company. I don't live too far from here, and the company's just the other side of the city. We had on-site training for a couple of days. I came on my own away from the working environment, so I could totally concentrate on what I needed to do with the WhosOn web chat facility. The next day I brought my team up as well, and we had the same sort of training. So that was certainly one major benefit, and taking advantage of the extra activities there. Also, when Sam came on board, the project manager from here, I was able to have numerous conversations with her regarding what I needed, dynamic invites, changing the icon, and literally overnight our web chats doubled and increased, and that was certainly a major benefit in that.